Do you think college sports are just about rivalries and school spirit? Think again. Behind every touchdown and trophy is a billion-dollar business empire. The NCAA pulls in over $19 billion a year, and some of the richest college programs make more money than entire professional teams. Today, we're counting down the top 10 richest college athletic programs, not by revenue alone, but by total valuation. These schools aren't just playing the game, they're running the game. Coming up first, a program that's about to take over the SEC, and their bank account is growing faster than you might expect. You won't want to miss this. Oklahoma isn't just preparing for the SEC, it's cashing in on the transition. The Sooners boast a football program that's consistently in national contention, and that means TV time, ticket sales, and high-stakes bowl game payouts. Their move from the Big 12 to the SEC has supercharged their value. Why? Because the SEC's media deals are absolute gold. Add to that a passionate fan base, a legacy of Heisman winners, and one of the most iconic brands in college football, and you've got a program that's already operating like a Fortune 500 company. Behind the scenes, donors pour millions into facility upgrades and recruiting pipelines. Oklahoma's not just changing conferences, they're upgrading financial weight classes. Next, we bathe another SEC Titan whose recent revival has the cash flowing again, especially after decades of waiting. The Tennessee Volunteers are back. After years in the shadows, Tennessee's football renaissance under coach Josh Heupel has reignited fan enthusiasm, and with that, the dollars. Neyland Stadium, one of the largest venues in the country, has been packed again. That means more tickets, more concessions, and more merchandise flying off shelves. Their inclusion in the SEC guarantees lucrative revenue-sharing deals, while their iconic checkerboard branding helps push nationwide merchandise sales. Behind the scenes, donor networks have mobilized, spending big to keep the momentum alive. From new practice facilities to NIL deals for top athletes, Tennessee's athletic department is aggressively investing in long-term dominance. Next, we head to the Midwest, where tradition never dies, and neither does the cash. They haven't lifted a championship trophy in decades, but Nebraska's bank account doesn't seem to care. The Cornhuskers remain one of the most valuable programs in college sports. How? Loyalty. Nebraska has sold out every football game since 1962. Their fan base is massive, loyal, and willing to spend. They dominate in merchandise sales, alumni donations, and season ticket renewals, even in losing seasons. Their move to the Big Ten only added fuel to the fire. The conference's media rights deal is one of the biggest in sports, and Nebraska is a consistent benefactor. Throw in a strong presence in Olympic sports and elite wrestling, and the Cornhuskers are still printing money. The Georgia Bulldogs are living proof that championships bring cash. Back-to-back national titles under head coach Kirby Smart have transformed Georgia from a regional power into a national brand. TV appearances, playoff payouts, and surging merch sales have turned their athletic department into a financial juggernaut. Athens has become a recruiting destination, not just for players, but for sponsors and business partners. The Bulldogs also benefit from their SEC ties, pulling in tens of millions annually from revenue sharing. Add in one of the most fanatical stadium environments in college football and an alumni network that's flush with SEC oil money and Atlanta Tech dollars, and Georgia's climb up the valuation ladder makes perfect sense. Up next, a program that doesn't even need a conference to dominate the money game. Notre Dame stands alone, literally. Unlike most programs, it's not tied to a conference for football. Instead, the Irish struck their own media deal with NBC. That independence? It's incredibly profitable. Notre Dame has built a mythos around its program. From Knute Rockne and the Four Horsemen to Rudy and Touchdown Jesus. They have a global fan base and arguably the strongest Catholic alumni network in the US, which translates directly into funding. That money fuels one of the best overall athletic departments in the country. Basketball, fencing, hockey, you name it, they excel. And donors keep the checks rolling in to support top-tier facilities and NIL strategies. Next stop, Titletown, where Crimson reigns and winning isn't just expected, it's monetized. You can't talk about money and not talk about Alabama. The Crimson Tide have dominated college football for over a decade, and with every title, the dollar signs follow. Nick Saban built a dynasty, and the ripple effects are enormous. Skyrocketing applications, packed stadiums, insane merchandising, and recruiting that draws future NFL stars. Alabama doesn't just win, they profit from every win. SEC media deals provide the foundation, but what sets Alabama apart is brand value. It's a name that sells. Jerseys, hats, appearances, and documentaries. Everything associated with Alabama draws eyes and opens wallets. Up next, the team with the largest stadium in America and one of the biggest paydays to match. Michigan is more than just maize and blue. It's a cash-generating monster with the largest stadium in the Western Hemisphere, the Big House, seating over 107,000 fans every Saturday. That stadium fills every single game. Combine that with elite academic prestige, deep-pocketed alumni, and a resurgence under head coach Jim Harbaugh, and Michigan's program is booming. Their merchandising rivals NFL teams, and their TV ratings are consistently among the highest in college sports. Add in the Big Ten's new media rights deal worth over $7 billion, and you've got a program that's not just winning on the field, but dominating on the balance sheet. Coming up, a program that's relatively new to elite status, but is cashing in faster than anyone expected. Texas A&M is proof that money talks, and in College Station, it screams. With one of the wealthiest alumni bases in the country, the Aggies have built a sports empire almost overnight. They boast the largest endowment among public universities, and much of that funnels into athletics. The school dropped over $450 million into Kyle Field's renovation, and donors wrote those checks like it was nothing. Their NIL collective is one of the most aggressive in the country, helping them land the highest-rated recruiting class in history in 2022. Even with mixed on-field results, the brand is booming. Texas football is a religion, and Texas A&M is the fastest-growing church. Next, their in-state rivals, richer, louder, and climbing back to the throne. Everything's bigger in Texas, especially the money. The Longhorns are a marketing machine. Their Longhorn Network, a joint venture with ESPN, was the first of its kind, a school with its own national TV channel. Texas sells more merchandise than any other program, and their brand power is unmatched. From cowboy boots to luxury SUVs, everything with a burnt orange logo sells like wildfire. Now that they're joining the SEC, their revenue streams are about to explode. Combine that with a fan base that includes oil tycoons, tech moguls, and political elites, and you get a program that's built like a Fortune 100 company. But there's one team that's still on top, and they're doing it with consistency, dominance, and cold-blooded strategy. Ohio State is the undisputed king of college athletics when it comes to valuation. The Buckeyes are a national brand with massive followings across the Midwest and beyond. Their football program is a constant playoff contender. Their basketball program draws millions. And their Olympic sports rake in additional revenue streams that many schools ignore. Ohio State has a monster stadium, elite facilities, a gigantic student body, and one of the most loyal alumni bases in America. The Big Ten's new media deals only pad the bottom line, and the school's aggressive stance on NIL means they're playing the new game at the highest level. This isn't just a sports program, it's an empire. Built for longevity, engineered for profit. So how do college programs rake in billions? Start with TV rights. Power 5 schools earn $6.08 billion annually just from media deals. Then there's ticket sales from 100,000-seat stadiums, bringing in tens of millions each season. Merchandise sales are global, with schools like Texas and Michigan moving gear like NFL teams. Add donor money, where alumni funnel millions into scholarships, facilities, and NIL deals. Finally, sponsorships. From locker rooms to stadium names, corporations pay top dollar for visibility. These athletic departments run like corporations. Athletic directors manage nine-figure budgets. It's no longer about amateurism. It's about ROI, market share, and building global sports brands. And this is just the beginning. So here's the real question: is this still college sports or just pro sports with textbooks? We're witnessing a billion-dollar shift in real time. Hit that subscribe button if you want more breakdowns like this, and tell us in the comments, should college athletes form unions, or would that ruin the game? Let us hear your thoughts.